Hey guys, Lindsay here over at the North American Guitar, and welcome back for another Why You Need a Fill in the Blank video. Today I'm going to talk all about my personal favorite guitar model, the OM or orchestra model. We'll dig a bit into the history and the characteristics of this guitar design, discuss what it works well for, and why, even if you have a whole slew of other guitars to choose from, I think you should have one in your collection. The OM came about in the early 20th century during that time when we were moving away from the intimate sound of the parlor guitar towards instruments that could be heard on stage and over other players. Now, of course, eventually the dreadnought took the spotlight as the loudest and most powerful guitar around, and Martin really only made their OMs for a short period of time in the 20s and 30s. But thanks to builders like Eric Schoenberg, Richard Hoover at Santa Cruz, Dana Bourgeois, and of course Martin themselves, the OM went through a resurgence in the 1980s, and the model has officially established its place as a favorite among all styles of players. The OM is the quintessential mid-size guitar. With the lower bout measuring at around 15 inches wide, it sits between the wider 16-inch dreadnoughts and jumbos and the smaller 13 to 14-inch parlors and single-Os. In terms of depth, it's on the slimmer side, typically around 4 inches deep. Compare that to the 4 7/8 inch deep dreadnought or some smaller bodied guitars, which are occasionally built with a deeper body to boost volume and bass presence. Because the OM combines the 15-inch width with a slim body, the resulting tone is articulate and well balanced from low to high. Another defining characteristic of the standard OM is the 14 fret configuration, 1 3/4 nut width, and the standard 25.4 or 25.5 inch scale length, which ensures a guitar that has the tension and body to accommodate all types of playing, including an aggressive flat pick attack. Now, a little sidebar here. There is some variety in this department, and sometimes it can get a little confusing as to what's a triple O and what's an OM. You may have seen the 12-fret OMS model from Dana Bourgeois, or short-scale OMs from Collings, or you may have noticed that Martin's triple O shares the same body dimensions and fret configuration as their OM, just with a short 24.9-inch scale length. But you do very occasionally see 1 13/16 inch on fingerstyle-oriented OMs, or 1 11/16 on those geared more towards flat picking and strumming. For the purposes of this video though, I'm sticking with the standard scale 1 3/4 inch 14-fret OMs, as they're the most common and, in my opinion, the most versatile. In some ways, the OM might be considered the jack of all trades but master of none guitar. Certainly, if you're strictly a flat picker, the loudest OM isn't going to give you the volume and bass presence of a powerful D28. On the other side of the spectrum, if you're a sensitive fingerstylist with a light touch, you'll likely prefer the responsiveness and ease of playing of a short-scale double O or triple O. That being said though, I think it's safe to assume that a lot of players out there, myself included, don't only play one way or one genre all the time. And being a jack of all trades, the OM offers some serious utility both on stage and in the practice room, where you might be strumming one song, fingerpicking the next, and then playing lead and flat-picking melodies on another. It might not be feasible or, let's face it, affordable to have 3 or 4 different guitars at your disposal at all times, and that's where having a versatile OM is a real benefit. Practical versatility aside, the OM has a lot of tonal benefits that derive from its specific shape and size as well. As I mentioned earlier, it's known for its balanced voice, with a present but restrained bass, well-defined mids, and clear trebles. This can be especially ideal in the studio or when amplified on stage, where dreadnoughts can sometimes be a little bit too boomy. As much as I love all the different configurations of guitars we get to play here, I turn again and again to my OM at home as the guitar that has the most well-rounded voice, giving me a neutral starting point to play every style of music that I love to play. Last but not least, while you'll have tons of different tonewood options if you commission a bespoke OM from a single luthier, your most common tonewood choices on an off-the-shelf OM are going to be some combination of spruce and mahogany or spruce and rosewood. Sitka spruce is of course the most common soundboard, but Collings, Bourgeois, Martin's Custom Shop, and others offer upgrades, with Adirondack being a great choice for flat pickers, Engelmann being best for fingerstylists, and German, like Sitka, being great for all styles. When it comes to the old mahogany or rosewood debate, I personally love mahogany for my OM, as the woody mid-range focus and clarity gives me a lot of punch and volume when flat picking. But when it comes to solo fingerstyle, to me there's really nothing that beats the lush, overtone-rich sound of rosewood, whether it's Indian, Madagascar, Brazilian, or another type. Either way though, on the versatile OM shape, any wood combination you choose should give you an excellent voice for playing just about everything. Thank you so much for diving into the orchestra model guitar with me today. You can check out these guitars and any of the other OMs we have in stock right now over at thenorthamericanguitar.com. Last but not least, be sure to hit subscribe so that you never miss any of our demos or educational content. We'll see you next time.